I'm Michelle and this is Michmash. Today I'm currently reading / my NonFiction November TBR. So I just wanted to let you guys know what I'm planning to pick up for the readathon. The NonFiction November readathon, if you haven't heard, is being put on by Gemma from NonFic Books and Olive from A Book Olive, who both their channels are great and you should definitely check them out. I will link them below. They are putting on a readathon for the whole month of November just to get people to read more nonfiction books, which I think all of us can agree that we should be reading more of. So I've gathered a whole bunch of nonfiction books and I'm going to try and read as many as I can this month. I have already finished one actually, so I'll just quickly mention that one. This is All at Sea by Decca Aitkenhead. And I really like this. Basically, it's a grief memoir. I've never read one before. So this woman, she is in Jamaica with her family on vacation and her son starts to drown. So her husband goes to save him and the husband ends up dying and the son is saved. And basically it kind of tells a story of how they met, how they fell in love, what their relationship was like, because it was very unconventional, and then it shows how she dealt with the loss of her husband. And I know there's there's probably a lot of grief memoirs. Obviously, The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion is a really big one, and that's on my TBR, but I've never really read one before, and I just thought that was so amazing. The way she wrote it was so great. There was one part that I didn't really like, the beginning of the relationship, where I just was like, ugh, not really likable people. They didn't really handle the beginning of the relationship very well. But they really changed into good people, and I mean, good or not, everyone is, you're still gonna grieve if you love someone. And I just thought the way that she was so honest about her grief was amazing. So I highly recommend that one. So that was the first book I read for NonFic November. Then the other one I'm currently reading is quite different. This is called Out of Sorts by Sarah Bessey, and this is basically a Christian book about, well, the subtitle is Making Peace with an Evolving Faith. So far it's really not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like I don't know, basically like a new way to be a Christian, but it's not really that, but I'm just getting into it and we'll see what it's like. So anyway, then I have 2 books on hold for me at the library, which I'll be hopefully going to pick up soon. So the first one is called In the Country We Love by Diane Guerrero. And this is a memoir of an actress. She is in Orange is the New Black, and apparently her story is she was a young child, like 10 or something, and her parents were illegal immigrants and they were deported, but she was an American citizen because she was born in America, so she basically had no one taking care of her because they deported her parents and she was left in America by herself. And that is her story, and it sounds really interesting. I've heard that the book isn't super well written, but I'm excited to read that one. I like hearing people's stories. And then the other book I have on hold is called The White Road by Edmund Waal. And this seems really different and interesting. It's basically a memoir / possibly a microhistory of pottery. Pottery. I don't know if it's going to be well written or not, I guess, but if it's well written, I think I'm going to really love it. I think he goes on 5 different trips to discover the origins and history and culture surrounding pottery and clay, and he is a potter, and he just talks about how that is a part of his life. And I don't know, that sounds super interesting to me. So there are challenges with the NonFiction November, I should say, but I'm not really following them. Maybe I'll figure it out and assign things, but I haven't really thought about that. And then the other thing I am currently reading, which is not nonfiction, it is fiction, is Wuthering by Emily Bronte. I am currently at 50 books on my Goodreads goal for the year, and my goal was 52, so I'm doing pretty good. Still have like, well, a month and a half left, so I figured I'd pick up a couple books that were like longer, and I mean this one isn't even that long, but just ones that I've been meaning to get to and haven't. Sorry, my card was full, so I had to delete some stuff. As I was saying, I just decided I need to pick up some books I've been putting off, and basically those are like long classics. So for me, I wanted to read Wuthering Heights, and I am maybe a quarter of the way through so far. It's okay so far. I'm not loving it. I know this is a really like polarizing book, I think. Some people really love it, some people really hate Heathcliff. So far I'm not really liking him, so we shall see, but it is very like moody and fall, although it's been super warm here recently, so but all I want to do this weekend is curl up with this, some apple cider, and my quilt, and that is the plan. Otherwise, I am going to a Christmas craft fair with my mom and my sister tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited about. And I went to a trampoline park for the first time this morning, which was pretty fun, but we did not last very long. Let me tell you, trampolining is not what you want to do when you're even the slightest bit hungover. Just put that out there. I hope you guys all have a great weekend, and just a quick note to say, because just wanted to make a quick note because I'm posting this on November 11th, which in Canada is Remembrance Day. I just want to say that I'm super thankful to be living in Canada, and I appreciate and remember, and I'm so thankful for all the people that sacrificed themselves, their lives, to give us the freedom that we have here today, and it's just really awesome. So I'm sure none of you veterans are watching this video right now, but thank you anyway. So I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.